Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the All-Compassionate, the All-Merciful. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are going to continue our journey into Fast 1 of Ibn Arabi's Fusus al-Hikam, the seals of wisdom. Let's start with an important passage from Fast 1. فَظَهَرَ جَمِيعُ مَا فِي الصُّوَرِ الْإِلَهِيَّةِ مِنَ الْأَسْمَاءِ فِي هَذِهِ النَّشْأَةِ الْإِنسَانِيَّةِ فَحَازَتْ رُتْبَةَ الْإِحَاطَةِ وَالْجَمْعِ بِهَذِهِ الْوُجُودِ. So whatever name there was in the form of God, in the divine form, appears in this human constitution. And through this he becomes like a justification for the angels. I just paraphrase the text. The original translation appears on the screen. And this again is one of the important passages in the Fusus. Let's first interpret it horizontally, that is, through its specific terms. The human constitution manifests all names that there are in the divine form. What is this divine form? There have been different interpretations. Here again, I like what Khwarazmi, one of the commentators, and what Qaysari, another top commentator, say, and their interpretation align. According to them, the entire cosmos is the form of God in an elaborate way, that is, in an opened up way. And the human being is the divine form in a comprehensive way, in a condensed way. So here, when Ibn Arabi says the human being reflects, what manifests all the names that appear in the divine form, he is basically saying that human being reflects all the names in the cosmos. That is, the human being constitutes the realities of the possible entities, the corporeal entities in the cosmos. That is what Ibn Arabi is saying here. And what does he mean by the Nash'at al-Insaniya, that the human constitution? Here, according to commentators, here I like Jami's view. He says the human constitution here does not mean the physical alone. It means the comprehensive aspect of human constitution, which includes the spiritual and the material body, which includes the spiritual aspect and the material aspect of the human. So this aspect, this all-comprehensive aspect, material plus spiritual, is the locus of manifestation of the realities that appear in the cosmos. But why does he include the physical aspect here? To understand that, let's skip a few words and come to بِهَذَا الْوُجُودِ, that is, through this existence. Here Qaysari and Akram Demirli and Allama Hassan Zardeh Amoli all agree that this wujud, this existence, is human's material existence. But again, why does he emphasize this material existence? To understand this, consider this explanation. Whatever there was in the cosmos, their realities appeared in the human constitution, which synthesizes the perfect man's spiritual and material aspects. That is, all these perfections were realized in this constitution. Human constitution gained this all-comprehensiveness through this material existence. This is because the human constitution got to that all-comprehensiveness in the material sense. This is because the human constitution achieved the physical perfection through his body, and he achieved the spiritual perfection through his spiritual aspect. And this is exactly why and how he became a testament, a justification for the angels. This emphasis on the physical aspect is because, consider two cases. There is this being who has only spiritual perfection, and then there is this being who has spiritual perfection and material perfection. Of course, the second one is perfecter. The English language does not allow me to say such a word, but I'm going to use it anyway. And Ibn Arabi is having that in mind, saying that human constitution, the comprehensive aspect of human, synthesizes the spiritual and the physical aspect. In what follows, Ibn Arabi says, again, reflecting on the Quranic passage of Adam's creation, that God ordered angels to bow in prostration before Adam, that is, acknowledge Adam's superiority. Adam, not the person, individual, but here Ibn Arabi has in mind the perfect man. And the angels were ordered to acknowledge the perfect man's superiority. And the angels said, are you going to appoint a vicegerent, a khalifa on earth that sheds blood? They protested. Ibn Arabi interprets this in a unique way, saying the reason the angels protested was because of their limited constitution. Here again, we discussed this in the previous video, we're not talking about all angels, the angels that relate to the cosmos. They have functions within the cosmos, Ibn Arabi tells us. They protested because of their limited nature. They knew God through certain names. They worshipped God through particular names. And they could not see beyond those names. They thought that that's all, that's the limit. And the Quran tells us, God said, I know something you know not. Then asked Adam to say the names, and he named them all. Well, traditionally, people interpret this as Adam started saying, well, Rahman, Rahim, Jabbar, Qadir. But that is not the name. That's not the case. Even a 5-year-old can do that. Here, Adam's nature, the perfect man's nature, showed its capacity that can encompass all divine names in their entirety. And this is exactly what God means when he says, I know something you know not. Your knowledge is limited to the names that I have given you. Your knowledge is limited to the capacity that I have given you. But there is more. You are not aware of that. And Adam is more. And the perfect man is what is more. Then Ibn Arabi adds this genius passage. He says, فَوَصَفَ الْحَقُّ لَنَا مَا جَرَى لِنَقِفَ إِنْدَهُ وَنَتَعَلَّمَ الْأَدَبَ مَعَ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى فَلَا نَدَّعَ مَا نَحْنُ مُتَحَقِّقُونَ بِهِ وَحَاوُونَ عَلَيْهِ بِالتَّقْيِيدِ. Ibn Arabi says God narrates this story in the Quran not just as a tale, but to teach us to recognize, this is my wording, to recognize our limits, to know our places. God used this opportunity through angels' limitations to teach even us, the human beings, to act in courtesy when it comes to divine matters, to recognize our limitations and not judge everything within our limited framework. In what follows, Ibn Arabi is going to discuss something very technical, the matter of universals, fixed entities, in greater depth. But that's a very puzzling passage. Let's not get into that in this video. We're going to do that in the following video. But we have learned some things in this video that have direct implication within our lives today. And as postmodern individuals, we see that how important they are, and we are struggling with them. People are behaving not what God teaches us. They cross the boundaries of courtesy in everything, and especially in religion. When it comes to medicine, they say experts. When it comes to physics, experts. When it comes to biology, experts. But when it comes to religion, me. And that's a problem. So through what Ibn Arabi taught us, through what God taught us through Adam's story, and Ibn Arabi brought that into light, this has huge implications to our lives. What are those implications? We're going to be discussing that in our live stream, so please prepare your questions, write down your questions in the comment section of this video, because it's going to be live stream, I need to collect your questions before the live stream, organize them so we avoid repetitive questions and we wouldn't miss them. Write them down, I will collect them and I will answer them in our live stream. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful.